Casey Anthony has been in hiding since her acquittal on murder and manslaughter charges, but her check fraud case is apparently bringing her back to the town she fled after the verdict. At least we think she left town. No one is really sure exactly where Casey Anthony is at this point. For the very latest, let's go now to Michael Christian. He's senior field producer with In Session. Michael, great to have you on the program, because I know you have your finger on the latest developments here. Now, Cheney Mason filed this motion to set aside this probation order bringing her back to Orlando. Tell us about this piece of paper.
Well, basically yesterday, Diane, Judge Stan Strickland, who was the original judge in this case, issued an order saying that Casey should serve her probation after she'd been released, and since that hadn't happened before, it should happen now. Now, obviously, the defense was not prepared for that. They were not pleased. They said no. The Department of Corrections has said she served her probation while she was in jail awaiting her murder trial, and Judge Strickland has no right to do this. So they have filed an emergency motion at the end of the day today on Tuesday. It says many things. It says, for example, this is a case of double jeopardy, that you can't punish a person twice for the same act, and she's already served probation, so there's no way that the judge can order her to do it now. It also says it would be unsafe to bring Casey Anthony back to Orlando, that she wouldn't necessarily be safe here, and not only would it be a danger to her, it would be an expense to the taxpayers of Orange County, who would have to provide protection for her. So for a myriad of reasons, the defense says, no, this has to be set aside, this cannot happen. It will be up to a court to decide.
Now, Michael, I am reading on the very last page of this order, or this motion that they just filed a short while ago. It says the defendant has received several threats upon her safety and her life, the most egregious of which is attached. See Exhibit F. What is Exhibit F?
You know, Exhibit F is a photograph of Casey that's been photoshopped or doctored. Apparently it was either emailed or sent somehow to the defense or to Casey Anthony. And it basically shows Casey Anthony with a hole in her forehead. One can presume it's supposed to be a bullet hole.
Ow.
And it says at the bottom something to the, I don't have the exact words in front of me, but it's something to the effect that with such a large forehead, you're going to be an easy target.
Yeah.
So clearly, it's a death threat against Casey Anthony.
Well, it says, because I have a copy of it right here, it says, with a forehead that big, the headshot will be easier. Come on, you guys. You know, let's bring in Robin Walensky. She is a local reporter there with News Radio WDBO. I got to get that in. Hey, Robin, nice to see you. Cheney Mason reportedly told a TV network today that he doesn't think that Casey Anthony's obligated to report at all, and he called Judge Strickland's order stupid. Now, you know, you cover that beat there. We all remember the one-handed, one-finger salute that Cheney Mason gave after the verdict. Now he calls the judge stupid. What's going on? What kind of reputation does he have there?
You know, these two there's no love lost between Cheney Mason and Strickland. He tried to get him off of the case and was successful, basically stating that Strickland had some interaction with a blogger, and so they were able to get him off this case originally. So no love lost between the two of them. But the real sense here is, Diane, that they're not going to be able to get Casey Anthony to show up. Everybody's saying that it would be Thursday morning at around 8 o'clock in the morning. But we don't think that it's going to happen. And most people believe, the common belief is that Cheney Mason is going to prevail in this case and that Casey Anthony is not going to surface.